No.
What was I gonna say? We're gonna film a video on how to make tortas de chorizo, and I got the kids a little snack right before. Huh? What?
I already know what this is.
What is it?
Remember the corn we used to get in California?
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is.
Yep, except that it's not on the actual corn cob because you guys cannot eat that
Yeah,
anymore. You guys like it?
Yeah.
We should try to make this sometime. Babe, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
You sure are making a mess over there. All of you guys are messy eaters. But stay tuned for the tortas video. We're gonna get that started and probably be attached to this video as well. And nobody's making a noise.
As soon as I saw the corn, I knew what it was.
Yeah, you have corn all over your face. Who cares? Mike, you like?
It's pretty good.
How's your corn, sweetheart? Okay, guys, welcome back to Cheesy Crafts. So right now we're gonna start filming to make the tortas, and like I told you guys, I just came back from picking up chorizo, and
Why don't you tell them why I'm doing this?
oh, why are you?
Did your mom teach you to have your husband do it?
No, I just don't like the feel of any meat on my hands. Like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird to touch meat. I don't know. So my
Raw meat.
raw meat, yes. I do touch it when I absolutely have to, like if Mike's not available. But would I prefer to do that? No, of course not. So we're just gonna put this on the stove. Well, Mike's putting it, and he's just squeezing it out of the casing.
Casing. I don't think that's the right word though. I know what you're trying to say. I just
Yeah, the skin texture. Ew. It's like the large intestine
I don't know what
or
it is.
the small intestine.
How much more does he want? Because that's close to half of it already.
Do the whole thing. Let's do the whole thing. So I ended up getting 2 pounds of chorizo. But you know how there's like hard chorizo?
Mm-hmm.
And this one's like the soft kind that's gonna break up in pieces once you cook it. That's kind of like what it is. Whenever I see this, I'm always reminded of like the pig that we killed when we lived in Mexico, and my mom was like stuffing the chorizo into the intestines, and they had the intestines hanging out from like a cloth hanger just to dry out.
That's a great part of the video right there.
It's I'm gonna gross them out before.
There goes 10 subscribers right there.
So anyway, so I'm gonna just take like a wooden spoon, and I'm going to let this heat up. I'll show you the process through, and I'm going to mix it with pinto beans. Let me show you. I have pinto beans over here on my crock pot, and they're almost ready. Almost, not quite there yet. So I am going to cheat and use pinto beans already canned. So I'm gonna end up using all 3 cans, and these are 15 ounces. And then this is like the hardest part. Once we mix those 2 together and we cook the chorizo, everything's gonna be just assembling pretty much. So you guys, the chorizo's almost done. This is what it's gonna look like. Well, look at this, you guys. I like that when I'm cooking, everybody's at the table just eating snacks. And then they don't eat their dinner. This is probably my fault. Babe, go ahead and eat your bread.
Okay.
Just don't make a mess. Put it on the...
Hey, why does he get a huge piece?
Cause
Because you're skinny and you're not growing.
My strawberry cracked a lot, and this is the only chocolate that is left.
Yeah. These strawberries were humongous. And they're easy to make. You should chill with me in the kitchen more often. I'll feed you. Hey guys, so the chorizo is about done. As you can see, the liquid or the juices from it has already evaporated. That was the word.
You're bored off. It works quite fine too. Okay.
And so now I am going to dump or strain my pinto beans into a strainer. And I got 3 cans, and I'm just making sure I gotta get that metal piece out. And now I am going to grab this, follow me babe, and I am going to rinse. Somebody put a dish in here, and I'm gonna get cold water and just rinse them off so that I could get rid of some of that salt consistency that's used to preserve the beans while they're inside the can. So I'm just rinsing them off. It doesn't have to be that serious, I would say. And then once that's done, just put it back on your plastic so you don't drop all over the floor. And you're going to just dump on top of that. And then you're going to mix the chorizo and the beans. And when I make the tortas, there's going to be plenty of this left over, and you could add a little egg for breakfast, like a breakfast burrito. You could add some potatoes to it. And so, yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. Just mix it. Let it sit here for about 5 minutes or so, just until the beans warm up. I'm going to turn it down to about a 2. And then just let them warm up in here for a bit. This is on low. It's pretty much done. It's on low heat now, but I can go ahead and turn it off because we're going to begin the assembling process. The first thing I want to do is I also picked up queso fresco from the Mexican grocery store. So I'm going to pull it out. And if you don't have like a Mexican store, grocery store next to you or near you, you could get them at the regular grocery stores. Queso fresco. I'm sure you guys heard of the different brands. But I'm just going to cut them in slices. And maybe in smaller because they're kind of thick. Okay, and then I'm gonna set that aside. Don't mind my plastic plate. That's kind of like our everyday plate with the kids because they know they break things. God knows they break a lot of things. So that's gonna be probably roughly, should be enough. If not, I'll just slice some more. But now I'm going to take a romaine lettuce, chop off the bottom piece, and I'm just going to use this bag as a trash for now. And it pretty much creates these perfect leaves that you could use to stuff the it's called a bolillo, but I don't know, it's just the bread that I use for the sandwiches. Of course, we're going to put avocado on it. So cut that up. And then the tomatoes. And I kind of cut this. I don't know why when I make tortas, I always cut it this way. You know why? But I have it. Because my mom used to do it like that. It's like it's in slice format. Right?
Yeah.
Like lengthways or something.
Yes.
It just goes with the sandwich. So take that little, this whatever that center of that is. And then But you have the option to toast the bread, but we hardly ever toast it, right, babe? Like we normally just like the softiness of the bread. So I'm going to take my bread knife and a butter knife that comes this way. And let me set it. Let me get a plate. Okay, so I'm basically just gonna get like a regular bread knife and I'm gonna cut. And this is how I got the bread from the panaderia. So, and just make like a little, what is that called, babe? A little pocket. And normally, wow, the bread is like really soft. Like this is really fresh, like they made it today. I'm gonna take my butter knife to get mayonnaise, and this is like the olive oil flavored, but they make one that's like with lime, and that's normally the one I try to use whenever I'm making the tortas, but I didn't have it available, so I'm just gonna slice a good generous amount. I know it looks like a mess. And then I'm going to grab a better spoon because this wooden spoon is no longer needed. So move that aside. And then I'm gonna come and grab a handful of, actually let me put my lettuce in there first. So just stuff the little lettuce in there in the pocket. Probably like 2. And then you want your chorizo with your pinto beans. And then we're gonna come down. Is this one for you or for little Mike?
I mean, just show them to make them one for me so they can take it. If they got picky ears, they can take more away. They can not add as much.
Cause you know I wasn't gonna put avocado,
Just
but I'll put avocado.
show them the completed one.
So just put your tomatoes and then come grab some queso fresco, fresh cheese, slide it in there, and then I'm gonna grab a spoon and just add avocado. And avocado's an option. You don't have to add it. We just like avocado, don't we? Like a lot of avocado. So then maybe grab a few more, 2. Now you could add some jalapeno peppers, and that is a complete chorizo and pinto beans torta. Perfect torta. I hope that you enjoy watching. This is kind of like a different kind of video that's not crafts or cheesecakes, but hope you enjoy. Give it a try, and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.